All right, welcome everybody to yet another game here. Are we live? Yeah. All right, welcome everybody to yet another game for the Veterans Classic, game number 2 of the day, game number 2 of the tournament for this Westco Zephyrs team. They will play against the Peltz Spartans of Alliance, Nebraska in this one. We will get started in just a minute here. I'll have the lineups for everybody. These two Nebraska teams, both from the western side of the state, probably play each other in other things. But Westco surprisingly lost game 1, 4-3 to the Junior Legion team for the post 320 program, the post 320 shooters here from Rapid City. They're going to try to rebound off of that alliance, just trying to take advantage of everything they can and get their first win here, their only game of the day. I'll give you a sorry, I accidentally went full screen on accident. So, here is the look at the schedule. The Zephyrs playing 2 times. Peltz only playing 1 today. Then the Shooters will be back to play Cheyenne at 2. Then Huron versus the Outlaw Baseball Club at 4:30. And then the Hard Hats versus Harrisburg Maroon in the nightcap. So there you go. There's your look at it. Here is what it looked like before the day started for both of the fields. Just to get a look at where everybody is from, where everybody is playing. I'll get that updated as the day progresses. But there you are. So, lineups now. We'll start with the Alliance. Pensko Spartans, the home team here, officially today. Leading off, the center fielder, Espen Lanik. Followed by second baseman, Jackson Martinez. Then the shortstop, Tony Escamilla, going to be at the 3-hole. The cleanup is designated hitter, Mikey Johnson. Then right fielder, Caden Ferguson, is at the 5. First baseman, Nason Thompson, will be at the 6. Batting 7th, third baseman, Kobe Strom. And center fielder, Cody Gallus, going to be at the 8-hole. And finally, at the 9 is the catcher, E.J. Garcia, with Braden Clark on the mound. I might mess that up a few times, confusing him with Brandon Clark, the former Gonzaga player. There, we have some visitors. The Gehring squad, who finished their game against the finished their game this morning. Gehring, of course, right across from Scottsbluff, also in western Nebraska. They're gonna have some fun. They're pulling up with a cooler and drinks even to the stadium to watch this game. That's pretty cool. All right, first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. So I'll repeat the starting lineup now for the Spartans. Center fielder, or the first 3. Center fielder, Espen Lanik. Second baseman, Jackson Martinez. That's smacked over to short. Handled cleanly by Escamilla, and that'll be the first out. So Escamilla batting third, right on cue. And then the middle 3, designated hitter, Mikey Johnson. Right fielder, Caden Ferguson. First baseman, Nason Thompson. And the bottom 3, third baseman, Kobe Strong. Center fielder, Cody Gallus, and catcher E.J. Garcia with Braden Clark on the mound. Now for Westco, that was Michael Villagram grounding out in the first one. So he leads off now. The pitcher, Moy Panduro, going to be up to bat. 1-0 count, 2-0 count. After him will be the shortstop, not third baseman, Carter Riesig. The pitch. Clark, still slightly high. A walk, just as helpful as a single here. Cleanup is Jarl Mendez. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk. So Panduro on the bases. It'll bring up Carter Riesig. He was 0 for 3 in the last game with 2 strikeouts. Ball in the dirt. It'll get past the catcher. And moving over to second is Panduro. Ball gets by Garcia on a bouncer from Clark. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing you all the Fitzgerald Stadium games of Hard Hats TV. 2-0. That's hit high into left. Underneath it and making the play is Espinlatic. And it'll be the second out. Nobody advances.
Batting the left fielder, number 13, Jarrell.
Jarrell Mendez going to come up now. This is his first at bat of the tournament. He'll be playing left as well. Reaches on one, pokes it into left, and it will drop. It's fair. That'll bring home Panduro. Mendez churning for two. The throw high, and it gets away. It's barely held on to. Good heads-up play there from the right fielder, Caden Ferguson, to keep it from getting to the fence. But a double nonetheless, and the Zephyrs on the board in the top of the first. Panduro scores on the poker, and it'll bring up Tevin Jackson. Jackson, 1 for 3 with a double last time. Pops up. That might be playable. The catcher going back on it. It is not.
Please return foul ball certificate.
So 0-1. Want more power here than reaching for it, the Westco manager says. A 1. Taking off is the runner, but it's off of the end of Jackson's bat. Mendez was taking off for third. He's going to have to come back to second as that one tapped the cap of the bat. Jackson decided to use the bright blue bat that this team has. Strike 3! Delivered at the top of the zone. Clark strikes him out looking. But the Zephyrs on the board in the top of the first, thanks to an RBI double from Jarrell Mendez. Recap that inning for the Zephyrs. 1 hit turns into 1 run. It is earned to the pitcher Clark. There are no Alliance errors, no Pentzco errors, and 1 man is left aboard. It is 1-0. So already a hotter start. They waited all the way till the third to score any runs in the last one. So you got this Gehring team watching. Gehring, an impressive 7-0 entering the tournament. I don't know who they played in game 1. We'll see. They could be 8-0 or 7-1. That's all going to be posted. I'll keep up on that as well as I can with what's posted around the ballpark so I can update that. Ooh. Hard pitch off the foot on the practice there. All right. On the mound, Panduro. Last year at least, when I was broadcasting this team, Panduro, I believe, went the distance. He had a very solid outing. Probably like 4 or 5 runs allowed. This is all just fragments of memories, but he was a good pitcher then. So the due-up for Pensko, center fielder or left fielder Espen Lanik. Gotta make sure that's more straight. Then second baseman Jackson Martinez and shortstop Tony Escamilla.
Left field, number 2, Espen.
Espen Lanik, likely named after the sports network ESPN. I had first come across that name outside of an Adam Sandler movie earlier this week. A lot of people were very surprised by it, and suddenly there's another one. It isn't spelled exactly like ESPN, though, so, you know. He's a three-sport star at Alliance High School. Averages 15 points a game on the basketball team and had 4 touchdowns receiving for the football team. That is flared foul. Now a 0-2 for Panduro. Got a very tall catcher back there in Jackson. Panduro, fastball high. He's got some heat there. That one probably touching low to mid 80s. Lanik awaiting. Delivery, a fastball right down the middle is fought off. And the at-bat will continue. Panduro looking for his first out, possibly a K. He likes the call. Sets, delivers. Smacked hard and through into right. Lanik, a leadoff single after battling in the at-bat.
Next up, second base, number 47.
So now up, Jackson Martinez. So I'll give you the full lineup here. Lanik batting first, playing left. Then the second baseman, Jackson Martinez, up to bat right now. Shortstop Tony Escamilla will be at third, or at the 3-hole. Designated hitter Mikey Johnson is cleaning up. Oh no, I did this lineup. I didn't do the Westco lineup. My bad. All right, we'll get to that. We'll do that between innings. Lanik got speed. He's a guard and a wide receiver. Strike. 0-1. Panduro looking like a certified pitcher. He played the field in the last one, playing second. The pickoff, not in time, but quite close. Lanik wasn't watching close enough. As soon as he saw the movement, he went, oh, whoa, whoa, and ran back. Oh, 1. Ball in the dirt. Good catch there from Jackson on a bouncer. Able to correctly read it off the Peltz and make the grab. 1-1. Pick off. Yet again unsuccessful. High pitch makes it 2-1. I gotta say, these Alliance batters really messing with Panduro. Getting in his head a little. 2-1. Lanik. He's got the lead. The throw back. Yet again, not in time. I don't think it's dissuading Lanik from leading off, though. He seems to keep on doing it. Smacked hard. Two-handed grab by the manager. Woo! And a good fastball right to the mound. He played. Two-two. They're calling him Mookie. Perhaps in reference to Mookie Betts. That's a strikeout. Fastball overpowers Martinez. And it'll bring up Escamilla. First K of the day for Panduro. I'm sure he'll have plenty. At least based on the way he's pitching now. Here's Escamilla. I will note, these Alliance Pensko jerseys have their full name, like last name, on the back. Which is something that you don't see that often. A lot of the times you just buy the numbers and you can use them for a couple of years. Pass them around a little. These are custom to each player. That's going to be flared into left, and it'll be caught by the left fielder, Jaro Martinez. Or Jaro Mendez, my bad. Out number 2 recorded. Brings up Mikey Johnson. Johnson, the DH, trying to tie things up here for the Spartans. Panduro seems to have settled down a little. Another pickoff attempt. To my count, that is 6. He's throwing more time. He's throwing as many times to first as he did to the plate. That's not true. He still has 2 more to the plate. Taking off is Lanik. The throw from Jackson is high, and he will not get him. Stolen base for Lanik puts him in scoring position. Pitch a ball. For Mikey Johnson. Mikey Johnson, possibly the most Mike Johnson maybe being the most common name in the U.S. That's called a strike. I thought it was a little low. Must have just clipped the zone. 1-1. Panduro checking on the runner. Delivers a fastball. Fought off. And out of play. So we're at 1-2. Mikey with a very rigid stance. Wide leg set. Perhaps to help out his balance. Smacks one over to second. It is cleanly fielded by Villagram, and he will finish the inning. So, Panduro allows nobody to score in the first. Westco carrying a 1-run lead entering the top of the second inning.
We want to give a big shout out to our lead sponsor, Ryan Gallagher Private Insurance. He's the one to call for all your auto, home, and RV insurance needs.
Recap that inning for Pensko. 1 hit turns into no runs. There are no earned runs, no errors on Westco, and 1 man is left aboard. Still 1-0. So here's the starting lineup for Westco. Leading off, second baseman Michael Villagram, followed by the pitcher Moy Panduro at 2. Shortstop Carter Riesig is the 3-hole hitter. Left fielder Jaro Mendez going to be the cleanup. The catcher, Tevin Jackson, is 5th. Third baseman, Blake Grasmick, is the 6-hole hitter. First baseman, Aiden Vargas, will be 7th. Right fielder, Thatcher Thamala, going to be the 8-hole. And the center fielder, Sam Bolin, will be 9th, with Moy Panduro on the mound. So to repeat, the first 3 for Westco. Second baseman, Michael Villagram. Pitcher, Moy Panduro, and shortstop, Carter Riesig. The middle 3, left fielder, Jaro Mendez, catcher, Tevin Jackson, and third baseman, Blake Grasmick. In the bottom 3, first baseman, Aiden Vargas, right fielder, Thatcher Thamala, and catcher, Sam Bolin, with Moy Panduro on the mound. First pitch, a ball to start out the second. Up to bat, Caden Ferguson, the right fielder. He was able to save an error from costing any bases in the last one. After a poor throw came on the double. 2-0. I'm sorry, Pensko. Pensko not up. I'm crazy. This is Blake Grasmick. Taken high, 4-pitch walk from Clark. And the leadoff man aboard. Not what you want to see if you're an Alliance supporter. The second walk he's given out on 4 pitches. He gave the first one to Panduro, and he came around to score. Man on first, nobody out. Aiden Vargas coming in. He puts down a bunt right at the pitcher. He's going to throw to first to be safe. And that will be The first out of the inning, a sacrifice bunt.
Right field, number 8, Thatcher.
So Grasmick advances to second on the sacrifice bunt. Thatcher, Thamala, swing and a miss on an off speed. Westco manager saying to find a gap, get it through. They're not playing around after losing an unlikely one in game 1. Falling to 0-2 would effectively put them out of this tournament. I mean, they play 4 games of pool play and then, whatever. But that's going to be swung on and fouled off. That ball a little inside.
Please return the foul balls to the
It's
pitcher.
1-2. Gearing having a good time here. 1-2. Is swung on. That is a very high pitch, and it will be caught out there by Ferguson. That is the second out of the inning.
Now batting the center fielder, number 16.
That was a weird one. Thatcher Thambala reached that one at eye level, swung way up, made it all right contact, but obviously when you're that high, you can't really take it anywhere, and flew out. So bad read, good execution, swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. This is Sam Bolin. He went 1 for 3 with a run in the last game. Inside ball, taken. Count 1-1. Curveball is fought off to short. It's going to be a close play. Safe. The call. He's coming home. Then they'll tag him out. That's a tough one. Grasmick seemed to think that the end of the inning was right there. Grasmick got tagged. Maybe a sensitive spot. But a weird ending there. Bolin able to leg out a single. Grasmick was running because there were 2 outs and thought it would be the end of the inning. He was halfway between second and home, or between third and home, and he just kind of kept going, and the throw beat him by quite a bit. I don't think he expected that to be an infield single. So, recap that one. 1 hit turns into no runs. There are no earned runs, no errors on the Spartans, and 1 man is left aboard. Still 1-0. Lions trying to get on the board. Panduro trying to preserve the shutout he has going. Ferguson, Thompson, and Strom, the duo.
Batting for Alliance, right field, number 17, Hayden.
Panduro gets a little slap on the backside as he prepares for second inning. Gets the support of his teammates. Bottom of the second now. Outside curveball misses. Inside ball. Ferguson unpersuaded by that. 2 out. Called strike. Nibbles the outside of the plate. I think they have pinstripes. I don't know. Maybe in certain light. Strike delivered right down the middle. Pops out of the glove of Jackson, but doesn't matter. And it'll be 2-2. Lions trying to lead off just like they did in the last one with a single. Or better. 2-2. Ferguson takes a ball outside in the Peltz. Full count. Ferguson awaits. Curveball fails to reach the plate. And the leadoff man is aboard.
Batting next, the first baseman, number 14, Nason.
So he never swings the bat on the entire at-bat. He will reach first base nonetheless. Nason Thompson, not Nathan, not Mason. Nason, like nasal. Bunt shown, it's popped up and caught. No, he drops it. Jackson drops one of the easier pop-ups I've ever seen. It was right there, easy to snag, and he started looking about where to throw, and it popped out. So somehow that is, if he reaches base here, that'll definitely be called an error on Jackson. Behind the dish. Ferguson, serious lead. Panduro not messing around with that. He's going to check back. Oh, 1. Fouled away. And now down 0-2 in the count is Thompson. Nason, I guess maybe the non-lisp version of Nathan. Panduro, again throwing back. O'Till. It's going to be squared up on into right, but there's a guy out there, and he will make the grab. Throw back to first, not going to catch him. There's a little hidden ball trick attempted.
Now batting, the third
I like to see it. I like to see it. Vargas was like, you want to step off? Maybe. I think you might, but he does not. Up comes Kobe Strom. Probably playing a different sport than his parents envisioned when they named him Kobe. He might be doing basketball too. He wasn't on the Alliance team that I checked though. Strike right down the middle. 0-1. Alliance, home of Carr Henge. Of course. Oh, they caught him! The pickoff attempt. Gonna work here. And via... Oh, what? Via Graham misses the tag on what should have been an easy pickoff, or an easy pickle play. And it looks like the trainer's going to come out and talk to him, but it looks like Caden Ferguson somehow got out of trouble there. I think that goes down as a stolen base, weirdly enough. He's checking on himself. Maybe he came into that plate kind of hard or something. Stretching out the legs. Seeing if he can run. Looks like he can. Alright, he seems fine. He's testing it out. Testing out the legs like you test out the shoes and the little REI runaround track. I guess they did that at Sports Authority as well. Rest in peace. That was an odd one. That should have been a very easy play. He never even thought about going back. But Villagram just caught it, didn't turn around in time, and didn't apply the tag. 1-1. Got a train horn in the background. Very festive. It's a beautiful day here, partly cloudy skies, Rapid City, South Dakota. Ball in the dirt, 2-1. Sure you can see it. Very pretty. Very lush. Very nice. 2-1. Kobe takes one on the edge of the plate. And it's 2-2. Panduro with a punch out so far. Looking for a second. He was up 2-2 against Ferguson, though, and ended up walking him on 6 pitches. So you never know. Ball low, and the count now full. This is where Panduro walked Ferguson at the beginning of the inning. Time called for by Strong. Full count. Panduro, the payoff. Popped up into foul territory. It may be playable, it is not. Over the fence and onto the little golf cart track. And it's a full count. High ball will walk the man. So Panduro struggling in the full count situations here. He's walked 2, struck out none. And now there's 2 on with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. This is Cody Gaius. Or I'm going to go with Gallus. Judging by the name Cody. But otherwise I might go Gaius. Or Gaius. Gallus stands in. He's bouncing a little in the box. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That's a strike. Curveball located on the outside corner. Panduro, fastball right down Main Street, and he will freeze the batter for the second strikeout of the game. Brings up E.J. Garcia. E.J. Garcia taking his first swings of the tournament. Assuming he swings, I don't know. Some of these guys haven't. Curveball right down the middle. Garcia watches it go by. Still, Pensko trailing by 1 run with 2 on. Both seemingly capable runners. Smacked. And it will be right into the glove of Villagrán. He can't pick it up, though. It's too slippery. Oh, Villagrán with 2 tough misses this inning. He missed the tag on the pickoff play. And that'll go down as... It'll be put down as a single for E.J. Garcia. Villagrán, a great diving catch there. But he just wanted to throw it, and it kept slipping. It was just too slippery. He couldn't grab it. It was like a loose gerbil. Just kept evading his grasp. Ball in the dirt. And Panduro, who should have had 2 extra outs by now, really now in a very tough bases-loaded situation, facing the leadoff man, Espenlanik. Fastball popped up into shallow center. The shortstop wants it. He will make the grab. Grasmick able to finish it. Overthrows the mound by a little on the throwback, but despite the luck the Spartans received from the defense of this Zephyrs team, they are unable to score any in the bottom of the second. We will go into the top of the third. Zephyrs still on top, 1-0. Panduro maintaining a shutout despite all of the defensive miscues that his team has committed thus far in this game. Recap that one for Pensko. 1 hit turns into no runs, no earned runs, technically no errors, because the tag missed is not an error, and the dropped foul ball is not an error because the guy didn't get on, and then finally that failure to throw to first, not an error because it was a tough play to begin with. But 3 left on. Somehow Panduro blanks the Spartans in that one. Realistically, that's one of those things they might look back at the end of this game and be like, and be very upset they didn't cash in on anything there with the good fortune they were afforded. Thank you all for watching. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing you Hard Hats TV. I'll be broadcasting every game at Fitzgerald Stadium, all 21 of them. This is game number 2 of the day. We have 5 games today. This is the only game for Alliance, second game of the day for Scottsbluff Westco. I've been to Alliance. My dad used to work there as a general manager of a radio station. I want to say that one was KCAL. I could be wrong. Leading off this inning for the Zephyrs, looking to make up, is Michael Villagram. He had 2 bad miscues in the bottom of the inning. Swing and a miss, 1-1, but they put him at leadoff for a reason, surely. One. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The 1-2. Swung on and squared right back to the pitcher. Clark jumps up and pulls it down to bring down the first out of the inning. A good play, good reactions there from Clark. It'll bring up Panduro. Panduro carrying this one. Yep. KCAL. There it is. A very hard foul ball runs into the railing of the dugout fence we have here at Fitzgerald Stadium in the home dugout. That could have been bad. I'd add the GM. You might know Mike Fell. He was the GM of KCOW for, I want to say, 3 years, around like the 2009 to 2012 range, I want to say, something like that. But I've been there. I lost a ball in the tree at the park in Alliance. It was a Packers ball. If you ever saw that thing, it was mine. That one flared into right, and it'll find a landing spot. Panduro, yet again, gets a board. He's been fantastic in this tournament and the game. I mean, he's reached base both times, scored the only run of the game, and somehow kept the Spartans from getting on the board while pitching. It'll bring up Carter Riesig. A throwback. Panduro, can't complain about that. He did plenty of pickoff attempts in the bottom of the second. Clark gives one. That's a bunt put down to the mound. The throw going to retire the runner. Panduro to second. The sacrifice bunt somewhat successful, but I don't know how good of an advantage that brings. Unless they were thinking Reesing's 0 for 4, might as well not, get out another way. But now you got 2 outs and it's only a guy on second. It isn't that likely to score. Ball gets... Oh, sorry, that was a separate ball. I was looking at... There's a kid throwing a ball. And I saw it and I was like, oh, it's very far away from the plate. Check swing. Did he go? He did. 1-1. So 1-1 now for Clark. That's going to be popped up. Foul territory. No, fair territory. And it will drop right in between the first and second baseman. Pandura will score. And the miscue will allow the Zephyrs to put a second run on the board. Pandura making an incredible impact today for Westco all by himself. I mean, I say that like that didn't just happen. That was still a pop-up, still some good luck. Yarl Mendez actually will earn his second RBI for that, but it was kind of a freaky little drop thing. Mendez takes off. The throw, good, but not in time. It was a very good throw there from Garcia, but it will not come in time to tag him. 0-1. Ball in the dirt. It'll get by the catcher Garcia. The throw to third is a good one again, but it won't get him. Garcia keeps throwing dimes, but they're just late. So now, another runner in scoring position for the Zephyrs on what should have been an inning already over scoreless. That is a very wide arm. That might be a Pelican. That's hit hard through the gap into left. And Yarl Mendez will score. Tevin Jackson with an RBI single. So, sorry, Trevin Jackson. And Yarl Mendez scores his first run. RBI single from the catcher Jackson. Brings up Blake Grasmick. Last time he was up, he took a 4-pitch walk from Clark. The throw, not going to be in time to pick off Jackson. Jackson does have some stolen base potential. He's taken off a few times. Oh no, we're using a courtesy runner. So we have the pinch runner in right now. It's a courtesy runner. That's something we do here in this tournament. Catchers, you can have a courtesy runner if you want it. On there is Dawson Barrett, the catcher from last game. So they're replacing a catcher with a catcher. That's kind of neat. So pinch runner on first. 0-1. Throwback. Didn't get him, but pretty close. I like the added effort there from the first baseman, Nason Thompson. Let's try to apply the tag in the nick of time. Here's Grasmick. Awaiting the 0-1. Kind of a sloppy game defensively. Somehow with no errors. The pickoff attempt successful this time. Will they apply the tag? And they will. And that'll be the inning. So the runner caught in a pickoff. And that'll be the end of the top of the third. The Zephyrs, with a little 2-out rally, able to score 2 more. They're on top 3-0 over the Westco Spartans. Coach having a quick chat here with his team. 1, 2, 3 Pence. Being said there, Gehring has seen what they need to see. I think they're going to lunch. Gehring's heading out. They had a good time. They watched a bit of the game. They drink their water, but I bet they're headed somewhere right now for food. Recap that one for Westco. 3 hits turn into 2 runs. Both of them are earned to the pitcher Clark. He's up to 3 earned runs. There's still no errors, even though they had a dropped ball that realistically, if it had hit somebody's glove, it would have been an error. Otherwise, it was just kind of a weird drop. And 0 mana left aboard. It is 3-0. Panduro kind of carrying this team, it feels like. He's gotten out of trouble in the first 2 innings after letting the first man on. He loaded the bases in the last one, but it didn't seem to matter. He was able to get out of trouble. Jackson Mookie Martinez coming in to bat. High and inside. He'll duck out of the way of that one for ball 1. Martinez struck out swinging his first time up against Panduro. Setting up the target right down the middle. Swing and a miss. The fastball. Too strong for Martinez. 1-1. Curveball. A good break, but not anywhere close to the zone. 2-1. Smacked. Up the middle. Shortstop. Cleanly. No, he does not. Grasmick unable to control the ball, and that'll go down as the first error of the game. Grasmick had an error at third base last game, and now has an error at shortstop. Brings up Escamilla. He had a fly out to left field last time. Okay, the Spartans are getting a lot of good luck with some kind of sloppy defense from the Westco Spartans right now, or Westco Zephyrs right now, and they have not cashed in on it. A lot of that has to do with the pitching of Moy Panduro, though. He's been doing his part. Fastball outside, 1-0. Popped up. Should be an easy play. Panduro gonna give way, and the out is made by the third baseman, Grasmick. Oh, Grasmick made the play. It was Resig on the last game that had the error and did it again. But 1 out now. Mikey Johnson now up. The DH they throw back to first, not in time. But with 2 pickoff plays being successful, I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. Well, successful. Panduro successfully did it, but Villagraham unable to apply the tag. Oh, wild curveball. Misses the zone by probably about a foot there. Mikey grounded out to Villagraham at second, his first time up. Pickoff doesn't get him, but pretty close. Still 1-0. Taking off is the runner, but foul ball. He'll have to come back. Martinez, good jump, but unfortunately for him, the batter swung. Pickoff attempt, not in time, but expect a few of those from Panduro. No limits here in Legion Ball. Panduro delivers fastball. High hop over to Villagrán. He will apply the tag this time. Double play! He tags the runner as they fly by him and throws to first. And Michael Villagrán able to put away the side there with a 4-3 double play. And yeah, so recap that inning for the Spartans. No hits turn into no runs. There are no earned runs. There is one error on the shortstop Riesig, and there are no men left aboard. Still scoreless. Westco looking like a completely different team, really, from that first game where they just mastered. Oh, I mean, yeah, their offense looking very improved at least. 4 hits in the first 3 innings. They had just 6. Didn't score. They scored just 3 runs total in 7 against the Shooters. The thing the Shooters had on both these teams, it was a flawless defensive game from them.
Number 5.
Clark still in on the mound for this Spartans team. Curveball. Spun off the end of the bat. 0-1. This is Grasmick. Skies one into foul territory. That might be playable. And he'll make the grab right up against the fence. Espen Lanik saw it from a mile away, able to track it down and record the out. Up comes Vargas. Vargas wearing clothes a little too big for him, I think. He might have lost his jersey or something. Yeah. That's all. There's just a lot to fill in there. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The belt doing some heavy lifting. Probably rolled up a few times as well. He pulls on it before he gets set. 0-2. Fouls off a ball inside, and it's still 0-2. Panduro is wearing some glasses, though, so he's got some funk going on. 0-2. Popped up. Should be an easy play. Calling it as Thompson, and he will make the out. Sorry, that is Strom making the out. So Thatcher, Thamala now up. Thamala, first pitch ball. Clark looking to make this the first easy 1-2-3 inning he's had all game. Thamala trying to stop that from happening. Foul ball into the seats. Day 1, not a lot of people here. I bet a lot of people are planning on their weekend being here. Maybe getting work done today, and then they'll be out here tomorrow. Reached on and popped into right. Kobe in and out of his glove. And the inning will continue on an error from Kobe Strom.
Number 16, Sam.
Are you going to call that a hit? It went in and out of his glove. I'm calling that an error. I'm calling that an error. Okay, so first error on the Spartans. Reached on and smoked into left. That'll get down. Bolin pokes one through the gap. And there will be 2 men on. And another 2-out rally starting to form here for the for the Zephyrs. Up comes Villagrán. Last 2 times up, he's got out. Grounded out to short his first time, and then lined right back to the pitcher for an out back in the 3rd inning. It's a great day at the park. Bouncing ball. Makes it 1-1. Viagram with 2 outs here. Had that double play in to end the 3rd inning. Oh, shoot. It's been the bottom of the 3rd this whole time. Wait, is it still the bottom of the 3rd? No, it's the top of the 4th. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean that. He gets a foul ball there. 1-2. Clark, fastball. Just inside. A gutsy take from Viagram. Pays off. 2-2. Clark, fastball. Smacked right up the middle. Shortstop handles it. He'll throw to second and make the final out of the top of the 4th. So, 2 get on for the Zephyrs. Nobody scores. They still lead 3-0. Moy Panduro with
Like to take a moment and thank
more pitching in the tank, I assume.
and Associates, First National Bank, and our food sponsors, Pizza Ranch, Taco John's, and JR's Barbecue.
6-4 put out there. Recap that one for the Zephyrs. 1 hit. Turns into no runs, no earned runs, 1 error on the first baseman, Kobe Strom. And 2 men are left aboard. It is still 3-0. All right. We're in the bottom of the 4th. I have that right this time. Panduro pitching a 2-hit shutout at the moment, despite some, well, a lack of. He had some good defense in the last inning, but it has not been too pretty. I'm sure you guys can hear all of this.
Number 17, Hayden.
That one, high hop over to Viagram. He will handle it, the throw on target for the first out of the inning. Caden Ferguson grounds into the first out. And he'll bring up Nason Thompson. Is that him? No. Who is this? 22. Carver Nemnich. Grounded, hard, Viagram, handles, and he'll make the out. So, 4 consecutive outs made by Viagram.
Number 46, Cody.
Nemnich has been playing third. As Strom moved over to first, he made the error in the last inning. Panduro trying to get a simple 1-2-3 inning with his defense. High at the chin, and we go 2-0. 2-0 count for Panduro. Fastball given and fought off. It's 2-1. Thank you all for tuning in from wherever you are. Grounded. Over to Villagram. Can he do it a 5th time? Yes, he can. 5 straight putouts for Michael Villagram.
At the end of 4, it's Westco
And nobody scores in that inning. Nobody even gets close to it. All of them just ground right to the second baseman. So no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Still a shutout. And Westco looking like they're going to have a seriously, this looks like a big bounce back for them after that unlikely loss in Game 1 against the Shooters. 2, 3, and 4 due up. That's Panduro, Resig, and Mendez. Panduro scored both times he came up. Had a single and a walk. Either would get him to first in this situation. You have a new pitcher? Nope, still Clark.
Number 22, Miller.
First pitch from Clark. A low ball. 1-0. Not something you like either outside or on the diamond. That one a high ball. You like that off the diamond. But you get a little suspicious. 2-0. That one's just right, and it's popped up into shallow right. Who has it? The right fielder does! Ferguson goes tumbling, loses the hat, a full somersault, and makes the out.
Number 15, Paulo.
And I'll bring up Carter Resig. Resig so far in the tourney is 0 for 4. That is swung on and hit hard to left, but somebody's right there. And that is Lanik for the second out. So Clark forces 2 flyouts to start off the inning. Dang it, I keep I'm forgetting to switch back. Sorry, the inning was wrong again. Okay. Up comes Jarl Mendez. He has 2 hits on the day, a single and a double. That single was a little tenuous in the last one, as it was a pop-up that should have been played by the first baseman, Thompson, had he not failed to do so. And that'll drop. He's 3 for 3. Mendez keeps the inning alive for the Zephyrs.
Number 17, Freeman.
Mendez having a moment here. He scored once. He has 2 RBIs and a stolen base. So watch out, he could steal again. He could be a serial offender on the base paths. Strom sets up right over the first base bag, just in case. Clark, fastball, is fought off and swung on, driven into left field. And a 2-out rally starting to form for the Zephyrs.
Number 5,
2 straight pitches knocked into the outfield. He found the gap, and now Blake Grasmick up to bat with 2 on and 2 out. Very hard hit ball into the netting in foul territory. 0-1. Grasmick showing off the power stroke. 0-1. He pops it up. That should be playable. The third baseman, Nemnich, makes the grab. So nobody scores for the Zephyrs in the top of the fifth with Clark on the mound. And entering the bottom of the fifth, they still are looking to protect a 3-0 lead. Recap that inning for the Zephyrs. 2 hits, turned into no runs, no earned runs, no Pensacola errors, and 2 men left aboard. It's still 3-0. Panduro pitching a shutout into the fifth. And now the Spartans looking to add to what they have, which is nothing. So, just trying to get on the board. They don't have much time to make the comeback. Every inning matters. These are 7-inning games. Pensacola does not want to start 0-1 and sit on that all night. They want to be at 1-0 and at the top of the leaderboard when the night comes to a close.
Number 10, Cody.
All right. Cody Gallus trying to be the first man to get a hit since all the way back in the second inning for the Spartans. Panduro, a hard nut to crack. Squared that one up. Far foul. And it's 1-1. Shout out to the very few little kids we have out here coming to go get the balls. They're playing fetch. It's nice. 1-1. Soft grounder to third. Handled by Grasmick. To throw hard, but not in time. And he'll leg out an infield single. Cody Gallus,
27,
first hit of the tourney for him. And the leadoff man is aboard. It was a pretty good throw from Grasmick, I will say, from third base. But just a little too slow. Here's EJ Garcia. He had a single his last time up. A real one. An infield one. That caught Caden Ferguson off guard. Or no, he had an infield single to load the bases. That's it. Bunt shown. He puts down one right on the dish. The throw from Jackson will get him. So, sacrifice bunt advances the runner. Pensacola,
number 2,
2 bases to go until they score their first run of the game. And it'll bring up Espen Lassig. Lanik. Taken low. Lanik, 1 for 2 on the game. Made a good grab in foul territory earlier. And obviously the leadoff hitter for a reason. 2-0. Strike called at the knees, maybe a little bit generous. But he does have a crouch position. So that should always be taken into account. 2-1. Panduro's pitch is hit. Villagram able to grab it off the ground. And the second out is recorded. Good grab there on a bounce from Villagram. Second out. Panduro looking like he could yet again strand runners and not allow a run to score. It brings up Jackson Mookie Martinez. If it's for his resemblance to Mookie Betts, I mean, it could be. Outside, slider misses, 1-0. Martinez 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and he reached on an error earlier. Popped up, that should be playable. Panduro giving way, and Grasmick will make the grab. Nobody scores for the Spartans. Panduro spotless through 5.
At the end of 5, Westco 3, Lions 0.
Oh. Okay. So Pensko, 1 hit. No runs, no earned runs, no errors on the Zephyrs, and 1 man is left aboard. Still a shutout. Panduro willing this team to a win, and the rest of the offense cooperating as well. Vargas, who I remember being quite good from last year, but this both as a second baseman and as a pitcher. He's back out here. Clark, first pitch, high, taken at the shades. 1-0. Ball in the dirt, 2-0. A walk as good as a single here. Westco trying to pad their lead in the event of a Spartans comeback as Panduro starts to wane. That's a strike at the belt. 2-1. Clark, in his 6th inning of work, hard hit one right to short, double pump, and that will be the first out recorded.
Number 8, Thatcher.
Thatcher Thamala coming back up. And Scamilla, the one that put away the batter there. Thamala 0 for 1 in this game. He started game 1. That one off the end of the bat. He started game 1, pitched 3 innings with no earned runs, 2 runs allowed, 2 hits allowed, and a strikeout. He was not on the hook for the loss, though. Swung on and hit into shallow center, and it will fall over the head of the right fielder. Ferguson gives up on the play. The throw, not a good one, and that will be a double. That was a catchable ball, but nobody could seem to find it. There is a cloud over center. Maybe the white, was a problem with the white. But Thamala now on second. There's Bolin. He puts one. Somebody's got to call it. The second baseman does, and he will make the grab. The Spartans coach just yells at them to talk. Jackson Martinez nearly colliding with Kobe Strom in shallow right, but 2 outs recorded. Brings up Michael Villagram. He's had a real turnaround. Started out the game pretty shabby on offense and defense. He's still 0 for 3 in the game, but he's really, he put 5 straight batters away on the defensive end. Panduro on deck. Not the kind of guy you want to face. Clark wants out of this right now. 0-2. Clark, fastball, hit back up the middle. It's off his glove. Switches the direction on the shortstop, and that will be an infield single for Villagram, and who else but Moy Panduro coming to the plate for the Zephyrs. Panduro getting the instruction to help yourself out, which usually kind of a passive-aggressive thing, help yourself out, but in this instance, it makes more sense as he's going to be pitching with more of a lead if he can bring guys in. Time, and there will be a mound visit. Clark threw 5 2/3. Only allowed the 3 runs, but he has allowed 10 hits. Some of those are tenuous, though. I'd argue like 8 of those are real hits. Manager, I don't think there's nobody in the bullpen right now. So I'm going to guess that they're going to ride Clark till the end of the game. But still wants to have a chat. They could always pull somebody in from the field as well. To pitch. Villagram stands out there at first. On third is Thatcher's the Mala. And at the plate is Moy Panduro. Panduro is 2 for 6 with a walk and 3 RBIs, as well as 2 runs and stolen base. He's having a heck of a day, plus 5 shutout innings on the mound. Panduro, hard hit ball over the second baseman's head. Villarreal, he's headed for third. Panduro will hold up. The throw, not a good one. Villagram going to hold there. Panduro skedaddles over to second. And the Zephyrs put another one on the board and have 2 runners in scoring position on the 2-out rally.
Batting number 15, Carter.
Just a single. And they call that an error, I think, on Alliance. The bad throw would be an E9 on Ferguson. Nonetheless, that is going to be a throw or a ball batted into the bullpen. Panduro up to 3 RBIs and 2 runs on the day. For a team that's only scored 7 runs total, that's pretty impressive. Plus 5 shutout innings on the mound, did I forget to mention. So 2-1. Clark. That one smoked into center. He's going back and he will make the grab. Is the center fielder Gallus. That was a dangerous ball, hard hit into center field, but the Zephyrs strand 2, score 1, and Panduro on a heater today. Recap that one for the Zephyrs. 3 hits turn into 1 run. It is 1 earned run. There's 1 error as well on the right fielder Ferguson on his throw in, and 2 are left on. It is 4-0. Not an insurmountable lead by any means, though. Moy Panduro. I'm going to guess short for Moises. That's my guess. It could just be Moy. I don't know. Anyways, Panduro has been pitching lights out. He's allowed runners, but nobody has scored. He just needs 2 more frames of this, and Westco will be 1-1 with their first win of the tournament. like this.
Batting number 6, Tony.
Panduro, a spiked ball for the first pitch of the inning. Not what he was looking for. Tony Escamilla trying to get aboard. Plenty have gotten aboard for Pensko, and none of them have scored. By plenty, I mean like 6 people have. Which is plenty. I'll count that as plenty. Panduro, curveball, misses outside. It doesn't have that snap it had at the start, but that's to be expected. 2-1. Popped up, and Panduro gives way. Is caught by Grasmick for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 28, Mikey.
Here is Mikey Johnson. Mikey Johnson trying to make something happen here. Beautiful curveball, nips the edge of the zone for Panduro. Oh, 1. Fastball inside. That was about the hardest one he's thrown all day, and it was pretty wild too. 1-1. Outside for Panduro, and we go 2-1. Foul ball right into the glove of Jackson, and that'll make it 2-2. Panduro looking for the K. Fastball. Challenges him via Graham. Scoops it. The throw. Over to first in time. And that'll be 2 outs now.
Batting number 17, Caden.
Up is Caden Ferguson. Ferguson trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the 6th. Panduro throws one right between the legs of Jackson, right up against the shin guards of the umpire. That'll be a ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss on a ball at the edge of the zone. 1-1. Panduro sets. Fastball delivered and chopped away. So it'll be 1-2. 1-2 count. Very high. And it'll make it 2-2. Panduro, a pretty wild one there. Panduro just trying to get through this, and he'll have 6 scoreless. Ferguson trying to disrupt. Just gets a piece of that. Fouled straight back. 2-2. 2-2. Panduro. Curveball. Off the plate outside. And the count is now full. Ferg getting some good chirping from the fans here. Well, and his own dugout, as you would expect. So, payoff pitch. A screamer. Foul. There's now 2 balls over there. And we have 1 kid going for him. He's going to be very surprised when he sees the second ball. So, full count. Panduro trying to get through the inning. Payoff. Swing and a miss on the curveball. And that will do it. Panduro strikes out the last man, and we enter the final frame. Westco up 4-0. That was the first strikeout since all the way back in the second inning for Panduro. He was just trying to get out of that, and he's able to get a whiff. And looks like Clark has some pellets in his shoes. Takes them off, and is going to shake them out real quick. His socks, luckily, are already black. Otherwise, they would be turned black by the by all the pellets here. Smart play from him, honestly. So no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Still a shutout game from Moy Panduro and the Westco Zephyrs. They would be like in a really good spot right now had they won against the Shooters. They'd be 2-0 halfway through their pool games on top of the entire thing. But instead, it'll be 1-1 right in the middle of the pool. And kind of just waiting. That was a very winnable game in Game 1 as well. It was only 4-3. They had their opportunities and left guys stranded. Made some defensive miscues where the Shooters did not, and it cost them. Clark back out for his 7th inning of work. First pitch, high one, chopped down to third. The throw is high, but does he get him? He does not. They call it safe. I thought he might have landed back on the plate and back on the bag in time. But that is a leadoff single for Jarl Mendez, who is now 4 for 4. Looking like an all-tournament team kind of guy. 3 singles and a double on the day. Ball in the dirt. Mendez stays put. He does have a stolen base to his name. Back in the 3rd inning when he came around to score. They're going to try to pick him off. Not in time. A new first baseman in for this Alliance Spartans team is Ethan Littlehoop. Strike. 1-1. As the 3rd first baseman they've had today. I don't know who came out. I'm going to guess Kobe Strom. So Little Hoop. There. He's got the space in between his name. Outside ball. Two one. A throw not in time. Swing and a miss at a high ball. And it's now 2-2. Clark able to coax a swing out of Jackson. Called strike. Swinging strike, sorry. And that will be the first out. So Clark gets his first K from way back when. And from all the way back in the first inning, which was also on Trevin Jackson. So now Grasmick up. He's flown out into foul territory twice today and walked the only other time he was up. Well, in this game. Pretty similar story in the other one, though. Popped up into left field and called for. A grab will be made by Atlantic, and that will be out number 2.
Up to the plate, number 6,
Aiden Vargas. Vargas is 0 for 3 in this game. Well, 0 for 2. He had a sack bunt in there, which doesn't really count. But not having a great day. He's got the shades on and the baggy clothes. Taking off is Mendez. The throw, a good one, but not into the glove of the second baseman. That'll be a stolen base for Mendez, his second of the game. Grasmick. Sorry, Vargas. Still at bat, 1-0 the count. Pops one to the second baseman. He'll squeeze it, and that will be the end of the top of the 7th. Nobody scores for the Zephyrs, and out comes Moy Panduro to finish what he started, trying to close out what could be the first win of the tournament for this Westco Zephyrs team. Recap that one for the Zephyrs. Leadoff hit. No runs, no earned runs, no errors on the Spartans, and 1 man is left aboard. Still 4-0. The due-up. The last chance here for the Spartans. They need at least a 4-run rally, which seems like a lot, but I'm sure Panduro is... Actually, I'm not. I was going to say I'm sure Panduro is running up against the pitch count, but honestly, he's only allowed like 5 base runners. He's probably fine. The total pitch count for max you can throw is 105. But that won't happen. He's probably at like 78, 80 right now. So the due-up for the Spartans. Carver Nemnich, Ethan Littlehoop, and the center fielder Cody Gallus. Nemnich going to lead things off here. The corner infielders.
Yeah, I'm going to ask this guy here. He'll know.
Yeah.
There you go, Mike. Play-by-play?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it all right for him to sit up in here for Cheyenne? For
Yeah.
radio? For this next game?
Yeah.
Okay. That part's good.
All right. All good. So Panduro looking to shut this one out in the bottom of the 7th.
First batter for Alliance, number 22, Carver.
Carver Nemnich. Been in that box for a while now, awaiting his first pitch. Panduro, fastball delivered down the middle and fall off. Nemnich a little behind that one. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery, a swing and a miss on a high fastball. And it's 0-2. Panduro might just call old number 1 for the 3rd time here. Another fastball is popped up, playable. Panduro, he wants it. He'll make the out himself. 2 more to go for the shutout.
Now batting number 30,
Ethan Littlehoop.
Ethan.
Now coming up to the plate. Littlehoop taking his first at-bat of the tournament. Strike called. The curveball. Little hoop not enticed despite the strike. 0-1. He went. Check swing unsuccessful. Little hoop down in the count. 0-2 now. And has only done a half swing total across 2 strikes. This feels like a fastball moment. Swing and a miss on the curveball. I'm wrong. He's right. Panduro sits down Little Hoop, and he'll be down. That is his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. He's just 1 out away from giving Westco their first lead or their first win, and a shutout in the process. The second tiebreaker after head-to-head is average runs allowed per game. So keeping this as low as possible is very advantageous if, for example, you end up in a 2-2 tie with like 3 other teams. 1-0. Curveball finds the zone. Panduro keeping some of his best stuff for last. The 1-1. Delivered. Fastball right off the catcher or right off the umpire's mask. He shakes it off, gives a little laugh, and it's 1-2. Sure, that's a little startling every time it happens. I would flinch and fall to the ground probably. That's just me though. I don't know. I get jump scared by that thing. All right. Gallus down on the count 1-2. Panduro, curveball. Hits the dish itself, and we're at 2-2. Warming up, Cheyenne post 6. Out there, they're going to play against this shooters team from 320. Could get ugly. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Panduro finishes out the game. A complete game shutout from Moy Panduro. And the Westco Zephyrs are on the board with a win. They win this one 4-0. A 3-hit shutout from Moy Panduro, and he will earn the win.
We don't have power in this. With no GFIs in there.
All right. So that will be it. The Zephyrs pull this one out. They split on the day. Peltz just going to, I don't know, sit around, maybe watch some games for the rest of the day. They don't have another one on tap. They'll play a few games. They'll have a doubleheader day somewhere in here, but this is their only game of the day, and that'll be it. So thank you all for watching. Moy Panduro pushes this Westco team to their first win. They're on the board. And next game up, post 320 shooters. The Junior Legion team against the 25-3 Cheyenne post 6 Sixers. This could get interesting. Anyways, you'll see that on the YouTube channel if you want. If you liked this, give it a like. It helps more people see it in your area. And so, yeah, thank you all for watching. I've been Oliver Fell. I still am Oliver Fell. And that will do it for me. I'll see you for the next game in approximately 30 minutes.